So this weekend is NBA All-Star Weekend. We have 3 games left in the NBA tonight before we get to the All-Star break. And then we have Friday night, the Rising Stars game. We have the Celebrity game that takes place on Friday. Saturday, you have NBA All-Star Saturday night with the three-point contest, the Shooting Stars contest, the Slam Dunk contest. Abdalla's really excited for the Slam Dunk contest.
How dare you?
You'll be able to name all the participants in that one.
Play a fun game. Name the participants, and I'll try to say where they play.
Honestly, I don't even know. I thought I saw a name the other day who's going to participate, but yeah, it's the main event is now the three-point contest. That's the main event. And then Sunday, we have the NBA All-Star Game. Now, for the NBA All-Star Game this year, what has happened is that with the 2 conferences, they listed off the All-Stars for the Eastern and the Western Conference, and then they broke them into groups for the United States and then the World Team. So you have the World Team and the USA, and what from that group of players that were selected as All-Stars, they have now broken up into smaller groups. So there's 2 teams from the USA, Team Stars and Team Stripes. So 2 separate teams for the USA, and then Team World. Okay, the latest information with Team World is that Giannis Antetokounmpo is officially out for the All-Star Game on Sunday. The Bucks just announced that moments ago. I believe De'Aaron Fox will replace him as an All-Star, and then they're going to move some bodies around. I believe Norman Powell is a USA player, but he's also competed for a different country in the Olympics, so he's now moving to Team World.
He's defecting?
Dude, this whole thing is just convoluted, and it's just such a wild
Has
gimmick.
he got dual citizenship? He's got another passport?
This is how the night will go. So you got 3 teams. 2 teams from the U.S., Team Stars and Stripes, and then Team World. There will be 3 games. They will play a round robin. So game 1 will be the Stars versus the World. Game 2 will be the Stripes versus the winner of game 1. Game 3 will be the Stripes against the loser of game 1. You know, it's like you're playing pickup at the gym with, and you got 3 teams, you got 15 guys, one team's on the sideline, and you rotate it in, right? And game 4 will be a championship of the 2 teams left with the best record.
Okay,
so you got 4 games. Each game is 12 minutes long. That's your All-Star Game.
Okay.
It's a gimmick.
I get it.
I'm not in on it.
I understand why you're not in on it.
It's so convoluted to describe in the moment. I get it. Maybe it works on TV when we're watching, but here's the key. There's been a little, dust-up, a little controversy here heading into the weekend because Kevin Durant was asked about the All-Star Game, and the question posed to Kevin was, do you think this new format will get players to compete? And that was asked to Kevin Durant last night.
You should ask the Europeans, if the world team, if they're going to compete. I mean, because we look at Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic now. Let's go back and look at what they do in the All-Star game. Is that competition? So we haven't questioned what they've been doing, but we're going to question the old heads and the Americans. But these 2 dudes out there, Luka and Jokic, they don't care about the game at all. These dudes be laying on the floor, they shoot from half court, but you got to worry about the old heads playing hard. I can read between the lines, bro. And I just think a lot of times, I'm just saying that I can read between the lines. And it's not just about you. It's just a overall topic that everybody has just been talking about. You just happen to ask me that question.
I will say that's a fair point. Reading between the lines. Also, Victor, I think, has said he plans to play hard in the event.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. Of course, Vic going. I mean, he said that last year too, and it is. They say it was the worst All-Star game that people watched. You know, so we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what's gonna happen? This format might change the game, but who knows? We'll see.
Kevin headed into.
There is Kevin Durant last night after the game talking about it. And when he refers to the old heads, he's talking about LeBron, Steph Curry himself, who are the older players who are on Team USA.
Yeah.
I think Durant's right. I like that there's a little spice to this now that we head into the weekend because now I want to see Luka and Jokic and Wemby and whether or not they try and whether or not they give a damn or are they just out there showboating and shooting from half court, because that's what Jokic has done in the past in these All-Star games. He's not playing like he usually does in a contest. Same with Luka. He's not playing any defense. None of these players are. So when you got the world going up against Team USA with some of the old heads, as Kevin Durant has put it,
yeah,
I kind of like the way that is kind of positioned now heading into the weekend.
So last year, hockey did something like this. It wasn't in the All-Star game. It was the Four Nations face-off. And it was awesome. It was 4 countries, and you had all the stars playing, and it was great. And even the casual hockey fan, like myself, was entertained, and I was glued to my TV for every single game because the guys played hard, they played for their countries, and it was fun to watch. And, like, they didn't win anything. Like, it wasn't important. It wasn't an Olympic gold medal like what's going on right now. Like, the guys that are playing for their Olympic gold, playing for their countries right now, this was just kind of for fun. But players got into it, and there were fights, and there was, like, it was real hockey. And I hope that this turns into something like that, where the guys play. I don't need them to, like, I get it. It's an all-star game. Like, you don't need to go full go here, but I hope it's something. I hope it's some competition. I hope there is some pride in putting on a show for the fans. I don't need you to have, U.S. pride and world pride and all that kind of stuff. Pride in the show for the fans. Like, that's what it should be. It's pride in the product. It's not, the All-Star weekend has turned into activations. That's what it's turned into. It's turned into product activations.
Yeah.
T-Mobile this, and Jordan this, and Nike this, and
Starry.
Pepsi this, and Starry, yeah. All it is product.
See, it's the only time I've ever seen someone drink Starry.
Yeah, all
Was
it
that
is
NBA's All-Star weekend.
Is product activation. Have some pride that you're out there playing a game in front of fans on TV for people to watch.
See, that's the problem with, I guess, if you're looking back generations, and if you're someone that would consider yourself an older sports fan.
An old head?
The difference is when we were all younger, the players didn't make as much as the players make now. They make so much money that none of this matters, right? Like, there was an element in the 80s and the early 90s where you making a name for yourself as a professional athlete meant something because you could maybe make more than what you were expected to be paid from the team.
Yeah.
But all these players have their own social media teams and their video coordinators and all this like side project stuff because they're all so rich and famous to begin with that the entry point of being an NBA player is like, you like none of it matters because you already have all this wealth.
Yeah.
So like, why are you busting your ass for the name on your jersey and like your own reputation? Because it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't think athletes today care. I do find it refreshing that it does seem like Kevin Durant cares.
Yeah.
In some fashion of this. I do think Kobe Bryant was a player that definitely cared, but he's a previous generation. And Durant is someone that's a holdover who played when Kobe was still playing, so he saw what it was. I kind of wish that LeBron would talk about things the way Kevin Durant talks about things.
Yeah, look, I would love it if LeBron and Durant and and Curry, the old heads, like
they
Durant
went hard on Sunday night?
If they just, in the locker room before the game, they were just like, guys, tonight we're playing. Like, tonight's a game. You've got a couple days off after this. You've had a couple days off before this. Tonight we're playing. It's a game. We're going to win.
And it's not even a game. I mean, they're playing 12-minute games that are, essentially all 4 games will equate to the amount of time it takes to play an NBA game.
Okay.
Because there's 4 of them. But each team is not playing in all 4.
Exactly.
So you're not even going to be going that long as far as game time goes. And each roster has 9 players on it.
Yeah.
So, if your team Stripes, which features Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Kevin Durant, Brandon Ingram, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Donovan Mitchell, and Norman Powell, if that's the way the roster is set, how many minutes are you going to play in a 12-minute game?
Exactly.
Maybe you play 6 or 7.
So for those 6 or 7 minutes, why can't you exert max effort?
Well, and I think that would be the hope with this idea. And if that's not the case, I think the other thing that you could do, if that's what you want to do, is these smaller, like, tournament-style games, is like maybe, who knows? Like Durant said in the clip, maybe this saves it. Maybe having a little animosity towards the Euros who are not trying in these events, maybe they push back. Maybe they show up and they do try. And Jokic and Doncic and Wemby and, Jamal Murray and Siakam. And maybe they all try in this contest and give you something. But if not, what if you did it based on, like, the divisions or something like that? So, like, you have, like, in the Eastern Conference, you divide different teams up of the divisions. I don't know. I would prefer it to just go back to East versus Western Conference. That, to me, I'm not bothered, but I don't need the gimmicks to watch it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need it either, but it seems like those guys need something. They need a gimmick to participate. East versus West isn't good enough for the NBA players.
Well, it's
just not.
Is it the Euros or is it all of the players? Because, like, the way Durant makes it seem is like none of the gimmick is necessary if you just go talk to the Europeans who are not trying. Like, that's what his comments, that's what it's telling me, is that he's putting all the blame on the way that they have to manipulate all this is because the European players are not trying in these contests.
I've seen the other guys not try too. I've watched enough All-Star games to see the other guys not trying either.
Well, but that's what I think is fun about the All-Star game is that sometimes you get the young guys who are going too hard.
Exactly.
Right? Because they want to make a name for themselves. So we'll talk about this more tomorrow, noon Eastern, right here on Westwood One Sports. Jim Rome is coming up next.
This is Westwood One Sports.